about Heroes of Storm.
Heroes.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're back online.
Sylvanas.
We are back and we are recording.
Oh, okay.
And Sylvanas is a specialty character.
Yes.
Why is she a specialist? What does that mean?
Specialist do?
A specialist is, think of it as someone kind of mixed with a support and an assassin. So she's good at taking out structures, capturing mercenary camps, doing things like that. And so it's really cool because with her, I can go into a mercenary camp, and what mercenary camps are is you kill them and then they go and fight for you.
Join you.
Yeah.
Right.
And so you can go to a mercenary camp with 4 bruisers in it, which are the stronger ones, and take them out by yourself. And it's awesome because her ability, what it is you can shoot whoever you shoot kind of like gets paralyzed for a second. And so what you do is you just keep rotating who you shoot, and you can just keep going in a circle, and they'll never be able to touch you as long as you do it properly.
Kite.
Yep.
So it was a lot of fun to play her, and so I right away used my in-game gold and bought her for 10,000 gold. That's a lot.
Woo!
Wow.
So, but I almost had 15,000, so I still have enough to get another character. Lower.
Watch her go on sale next week.
I know, right? But that's okay. but when they go on sale, like regular sale, they're just go on sale for money, purchasing them with money. But sometimes in new patches, characters will go down in gold. It hasn't happened very often. Like Jaina, she used to be 10,000, but now she's only worth 4. And so I picked her up right away when she went to 4,000 gold, and I've only played her a few times, but I had a lot more fun playing Sylvanas. That was pretty cool. And I decided to buy her because, like many other, or I should say all other MOBAs, pretty much, you have each week they have a free set of characters you can play. And so she was free this week to play, so that's how I played her, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy you. You're awesome.
You player.
That's right.
Player.
So I played some Heroes, and then I played some more Rocket League, but this time by myself. Went in and played with some other people, and it was so much fun. Like, I just played a few matches, and the game just sounds silly when you describe it to people, but it is so much fun to just play.
Is that the soccer car game?
Yes.
Yeah.
So much fun. And I actually, before we got together for the stream tonight, I played on our stream on Twitch, streamed some Rocket League for about a half an hour. So that was fun too. So showing people how much of a newbie I am, and I can't do stuff, but it's still fun.
That's right.
But I still won, and I was MVP in my last match. So there you go. Boom.
Good job.
I have been invited to play in some betas. One called Dead Star, which is
Oh, really?
yeah, which is essentially it's a MOBA, but you can choose from different spaceships and battle each other that way. And so I haven't played it yet, but I have access to it. I also have access to another new MOBA called Paladins that's coming out, and so I'll have a chance to play that. I'm not too stoked for that one, but they sent me the beta code for it, so I might try it out. And yeah, so just a lot of video game time this week. And it's funny, the reason why I've been able to play so many video games this week is because my wife is like, you know what?
It's been gone.
No. She's like, you know what I would really like? She's like, I'd like the streaming service called Feelin. And what Feelin is it's Hallmark streaming station.
Oh.
And so it's
Yeah,
all sappy love
Hallmark movies.
chick flicks.
Yeah.
And
Would you like a tissue?
She has been loving it and watching that, and so she's like, "Hey, I'll watch a movie tonight. You can play a video game." I'm like, "Okay."
That's funny.
So been enjoying that. It's been
funny.
so it's been fun.
See, yeah, Kathy and I have been marathon watching Game of Thrones. We just finished season 4, so we have one more season before the next season starts.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great. Game of Thrones is a good show that what's it called, rewatch value or whatever. You can watch it again, and it's just as good.
Cool.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how it's diverging from the books at this point in time
Oh,
towards
yeah,
the end of
yeah.
season 4. You're like,
Yes, totally different.
oh, this is very interesting. So it's
Cool.
cool.
Well, all right. Well, let's go to the next segment of the show, the Weekly Geek. This is the Weekly Geek, where we talk about geeky news that happened throughout the week, things that we thought was interesting. Kind of not a little slow week, but some interesting news that came out. I just want to jump into some gaming news because I thought it was really interesting and unfortunate. Once again, Mighty Number 9 delayed again. This thing was supposed to come out.
Did you kickstart? Did you support that?
No.
Kickstarter when it was? Oh, you never did.
I never did, but I mean, it was supposed to come out last year, like
Sure, yeah.
like almost 6 or 8 months ago. And
I've found that like every Kickstarter that I've ever funded that has been successfully funded, and they say that, expected release, blah, 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 blah. It's always like 2 years after their expected release time.
for video games, yeah.
I'm not surprised when things like that happen, because I mean,
I got the Shadowrun right on time.
Well, that's because they were pretty much done with the game when they started the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just found that well, I think it's just because they just run into things that bigger companies are kind of used to, I guess, when it comes to developing a game. And so that's why
all the speed bumps along the way.
Just the developmental process. It just takes a lot longer than a lot of these startups think. They're like, oh yeah, I can get it done
totally
by the end of the year.
But
and then it's
it's not like I'm hurt over it, but I'm just, and because I'm along the lines like you, I understand that they have things that we don't understand that they're doing, and so
First Star Wars, now this.
No. So I just thought that was interesting.
Now, Mighty Number 9, that's being developed by the guy that did
the original
Mega Man series, right?
the guy that basically created Mega Man
right,
is making this game, and essentially the game is Mega Man.
It looks like Mega Man.
I mean, it looks like
it looks like it.
version
The
of
gameplay
Mega
is
Man,
like
yeah.
it and everything, but
right.
So whatever. But
It's just-
I love
it's
Mega
a
Man, so that's cool.
side-scroller.
For the 20,
Yeah, it's a
21st
platformer,
century.
side-scrolling game. So,
Yep.
I put this in the show notes because the game. I watched the trailer for this game, and it actually really surprised me on how cool it looked, which is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and I was totally surprised. The art style is really cool. It's they're doing some shell shading with this game. And
Shell
shading,
huh?
Cell shading.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No pun intended.
Turtles in a shaded shell.
I should have played that up like I meant to say that. Shell shading.
Shell shading.
But no, it looked cool. It looks like a fun action game, and the game takes place like the arrival of the Foot Clan and Shredder and everything, and so it's like their beginning storyline basically, and it just looked really cool.
It's being developed by Platinum Games.
Yes.
And Platinum Games, they're pretty well known for their action games. They've done a number of different action oriented games that have been pretty successful. And so it is interesting that they like quote unquote officially leaked it.
Yeah.
Oh, who pressed the enter key?
My bad. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to leak that to the internet.
we kind of talked about
while I leak.
we kind of talked about this in before the show started. Apparently, I'll let John and Mike take the head on this since they're bigger Doctor Who fans. But apparently, Stephen Moffat is leaving Doctor Who.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's run it for 6 years now, and it's just he's just moving. He's just moving
a
on.
good thing or a bad thing?
Maybe It's a
I
rumor
think
that
it's
Peter
going to be
Capaldi
a
is
nice.
sleeping, but
Yeah, I think it's going to be a nice evolution. However, I did think to myself, we are kind of at the end. So unless unless
at the
Moffat
end of what?
figures at the end of the regeneration cycle.
No, dude. Okay, if you're not up to date on Doctor Who, then you can't comment on Doctor Who.
What do you mean? I've watched every
rules-
single episode.
The rules have changed. He was like totally
No.
given like unlimited regeneration.
That's the theory, but there's no proof.
No, that's not the theory. It was in the show.
No, it was
Okay, anyway.
We're not sure how that happened.
So, Stephen Moffat, he's the one that's been running the show for like the last 6 seasons, which, you know, have been probably some of the most successful and popular seasons of Doctor Who. And so a lot of people are kind of a little weary because, you know, now that he's leaving, what's going to happen? Is it going to stay the same? Is it going to change?
People don't like change.
And then, you know, Ryan
change,
just mentioned
and it should.
That Peter Capaldi may leave after season 10 as well. Well, the thing is that season 10, which is the next season, that is the final season that Stephen Moffat is still running.
It's not rumored that he will leave.
He
actually said that he would step down if they want him to.
If they want him to, of course. But, you know,
but that's not a rumor. That's confirmed by the actor.
Well, yeah, but that's not saying he's going to leave. He's just saying, well, if they want me to leave, then I'm going to leave.
Correct.
But so season 10 is not going to be broadcast until 2017.
What?
So, yeah, they've decided to delay the broadcast of season 10 until... So we're not going to get any brand new Doctor Who this year at all, except for the Christmas special this coming Christmas 2016. That's the only new Doctor Who we're going to get this year.
Everyone needs to catch up.
That's right.
Well, I think what they're doing...
but here's the thing, though.
What they're doing is that they're letting the new director, who's going to take over season 11, you know, that means that's going to give him a good 3 years to really put things together and really, you know, build it the way that he wants so that it can move right into season 11.
But interesting that Ryan says that it gives time for people to catch up. It'll be hard for people to catch up starting February 1st when Doctor Who is removed from Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah.
Right. It's not going to be available anywhere.
So
Play On.
So it's not going to be on.
I'm like...
Yeah. If anybody has Play On, you should start recording Doctor Who now because it's not going to be available after February.
Well, and we made the comment before the show, BBC is probably doing that because, like everyone else on the bandwagon of streaming services, BBC is probably creating their own streaming service for their shows.
It's almost a definite.
TV.
It's definite
it's almost
that they're going to create their own. It's almost definite that they're going to create their own streaming service. Sure,
either by the
and they
Blu-rays or
right. You know, if you want to see it, you got it. Buy the Blu-ray or whatever. But I think that they're just going to pipe into that stream and get people to pay for their individual service so that they can keep watching Doctor Who.
But they did say watch out for 2016. It's going to be the year of the, you know, online pay site for viewing because cable television the whole cable television and satellite television concepts are starting to slightly fade.
Well, and what's really interesting to me is that everybody for decades they have been screaming at these cable TV companies to be able to give them a la carte services like that, so people can pick and choose what they want to see. Well, that's
now
kind of
you
what
can.
that's kind of what we're starting to see. We're starting to see all of these services are like, hey, buy ours.
Well, when you think about it, instead of paying $100 for your cable every month, you spend
you only pay $100.
Yeah, you still pay the same amount, but you get the programming you want.
No,
right?
I'm saying
Yeah, see,
only
that's the thing
pay.
is that
How much do you pay,
$100?
Ryan?
I don't pay $100.
Well, we
No
have
way.
all the channels. So
Oh.
what do you think?
Yeah. I don't.
Right.
A lot.
I have
So-
bunny ears. I have bunny
Well,
ears. I don't pay
I mean,
for
think about it.
cable or
Think
satellite.
about it this way: if you, I mean, you've got Amazon, you've got Hulu, you've got Netflix, you've got HBO, Showtime, Stars,
CBS.
CBS
CW.
has its own service.
Well, and then the other
those
stuff like
CW's through Hulu,
well, like
but
True.
you have Crackle for anime, you have Feelin, like I
Crackle's
mentioned for
free.
You mean Crunchyroll?
whatever. Crack.
yeah, Crunchyroll.
But
Yeah, you got
what's-
Crunchyroll, you got Funimation. Crackle's a
Crackle
free
has TV
service, so you don't
shows.
have to pay for
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Crackle's a free.
But
So-
yeah, so
So
everyone's
if you,
creating them.
if you want to have access to all of these different services, you're still paying, a ton of money every month. And so in the end, who really wins?
I do because I don't pay for
The
anything.
the companies do because you're paying
broadcasting
for their
companies.
service. Yeah.
Somebody has to
And
pay
so-
for it.
They're just right because people are not watching TV anymore, so you can't rely
Says
on
the pirate.
advertising.
Yarr. That's
Well-
right.
But people aren't watching TV anymore. So you can't rely on advertising like you used to be able to. You can't really rely on commercials to bring money in because nobody
it's funny
watches
that-
commercials.
The shows that I do record, it'll be like, now join us now for on Twitter for comments. Do hashtag this. I'm like, what? I recorded this like a week ago.
Yeah.
Why do
right.
they even do that? Does anyone watch live anymore?
Not as many
They
people
try
as
to
they used
they
to.
try to get people. They try to incentivize
The
people. to
only
watch
thing
it
I
live.
watch live is football.
Yeah, sports.
Sports.
Sports
well,
ball.
Even,
But you
well,
know what?
Not boxing.
But you know what?
I'm a big fan of boxing, but boxing
Soon-
they still make you pay for the prize fights.
But I
and-
bet you know
Yeah,
what?
why
Soon-
would you pay $100 for a 15-minute fight? Lame.
Sorry, go ahead, Barry.
But
all the time.
But speaking of sports, I don't doubt that like ESPN or TNT and all those people are going to, have services for streaming where you pay, kind of like you get the NFL ticket through cable.
Yeah.
Basically the NFL is going to create their own streaming service, not through cable.
Well,
Say-
they already
basic-
have NFL.com.
Well, it's the Sunday ticket. You pay for the Sunday ticket,
Yeah.
and you can stream that through pretty much any
Well,
streaming device.
Yeah.
You can get Sunday ticket through.
I don't even
each
care.
Sport
I
has
think
their own. Each sport
it
has their own
bothers
streaming
me.
service.
It bothers me that football teams are considered non-profit organizations.
They
yeah,
are.
that's a bunch of crap right there.
Yeah,
No,
they make
non-profit,
billions
like-
of dollars every year.
Yeah, sports ball nonprofit. Sure.
So there was some. I thought there was some really interesting information, news that came out of kind of the gaming world in regards to Sony.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sony Computer Entertainment is no longer. Sony Computer Entertainment has now become Sony Interactive Entertainment, and
It was
it's going
a
to be
merger.
based in. No, it's not a merger. They just restructured.
It's
their
It's rebranding.
What?
They basically everything PlayStation is now being controlled by Sony Interactive Entertainment, and it's going to be based here in America. Andrew House is the CEO of this new conglomeration, and they kind of like moved people around, and so it's really, but everything PlayStation, like the PlayStation consoles, the PlayStation View TV service, the PlayStation Now streaming service, the PlayStation VR, PlayStation Music, all of it, anything PlayStation is now being controlled by one company. And so I just think it's really interesting that they've decided, okay, PlayStation is our golden goose, so we're gonna cater to it. Sony has finally. It's almost like they finally realized after
That PlayStation's
many
their own
years
entity.
that their PlayStation, yeah, it really is. That's what's making the money for them. It's
Yeah.
not their computers. It's not their TVs. It's not their videos. It's
Well,
the
Sony
the
Electronics
PlayStation.
will always be around. But yeah,
Yeah,
the
I like
PlayStation is
said TVs,
definitely.
Well,
but
sure.
I
Like I
like
said,
it.
this is just only affecting the PlayStation side of the company. It's not.
Well, yeah, and when I said when I said it was a merger, it was because all of these different entities within Sony were completely different, like smaller, almost like subsidiary companies, and they basically
Yeah, they
raked them all in and merged it into one large
right.
entity.
All of the different
And so,
operations are now in one
Yeah.
conglomerate, being run by a
Right.
single CEO. And so, but what's really interesting is that Shuhei Yoshida, who was previously the CEO of Worldwide Studios, he didn't show up initially in their like restructure of who's in charge of each of the different organizations, and so a lot of people are like, what happened to Yoshida-san? And so he kind of tweeted out, he's like, I'm still here. I'm still president. I'm just reporting to Sean Layden. So yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see now that it's all under one umbrella. How much freedom it's really going to give them.
Well, I mean, part of the reorganization as well is not only to hopefully better the company, but it's because they're expecting their third quarter earnings for Sony Core to basically be kind of down. So,
yeah,
I mean, of course, I kind of have, my ear to the market. So, but yeah,
well, it'll kind of, I mean, having it all under one roof though really helps. Any decisions that's going to affect the overall PlayStation ecosystem, quote unquote, is now all going to be made by just a single organization. It's not they don't have to worry about, well, what does this organization, what if they do something that's going to affect us over here, and it's now all going to be under one umbrella. So I think it's going to help facilitate just their decision making as far as what they decide to do going forward and some of the things, the direction that they want to take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just interesting to see that with Sony. It's like their PlayStations are doing awesome, but although everybody's still kind of hesitant about the whole like the VR, PlayStation VR stuff that's supposedly going to come out.
Right.
But
yeah,
what's interesting is like their smartphones. Nobody cares about their smartphones.
What?
So
Sony has a smartphone?
I think that
yeah, exactly.
I think the PlayStation VR is going to be more successful than the Oculus.
Oh,
and the reason is
because they have a branding marketing machine behind them.
Well, I think it's also going to come down to price point, because Oculus came out and announced that their official price point was $600.
Yeah.
I think the PlayStation VR, even if they say that their VR system is going to be $300, which is the exact same cost as the console itself, I think people are just going to gobble it up.
Just buy it because yeah.
Well, because they already have the hardware. They just have to get the VR system.
Yeah. And
so they don't think about it as being a total cost of $600. They just look at it as, oh, well, I can just use this with my existing PlayStation.
You know what's crazy is Sony made $1.49 billion in US dollars between October and December.
Yep.
Not as much as Google made. Did you see how much Google made just from Android alone? They made $21 billion. Google made $21 billion just from Android.
I believe it.
Yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, Alphabet.
Just from Android alone.
Yep. Alphabet Incorporated.
So Ryan, did you have a chance to watch the Justice League versus Teen Titans trailer?
I liked the animation.
I didn't. Oh, no, I didn't. I saw the article written about it, but I didn't.
It's in the show notes. But yeah. So we've always mentioned that DC Animation has definitely
They kill it.
they are way better than Marvel animation.
They're killing it.
Their movies are always awesome. I enjoy all of them, and this one just looks really, really good. Basically, the Justice League is taken over by.
They get possessed by demons.
They get possessed by not just a demon, but the demon that is like arch nemesis with a Raven from Teen Titans. And
anyway, they get possessed by demons.
Yeah.
So it's like Demon Superman.
Yeah.
And Demon Wonder Woman fighting against the
Teen Titans. I just love it and the person
They're screwed. Teen Titans are screwed.
Well,
Yeah, they are.
Unless the demons are dumb and or don't know how to handle their powers properly.
Well, that's
well-
gonna have to be the case, or else they'll just be like flick, and
Well,
all
the leader-
Teen Titans
the
die,
leader
and
of
then Wonder
Teen
Woman
Titans
comes up and says, "Hey."
is that
Superman can do it.
they're going
by himself.
over-
That's why I was
they're
saying.
going for the older version of Teen Titans. So the main leader is not Dick Grayson, because he is now Nightwing, but you have Damian Wayne, who's
Right.
going to be the
Rob.
leader, and
He's not the leader. He's
well,
not the leader.
he pretty much leads them.
No.
Robin
He's
is
not the leader.
traditionally the leader.
Well, but Robin's not around.
I didn't
No.
gather that
That's
he
true.
was the leader of
But-
Teen Titans
well,
when I watched the trailer.
But I liked Beast Boy. Beast Boy's like,
at the end,
he's like, yeah, what are you gonna do? He's like, what? Do you have something to
what you think you said something to
take
care
out
of Superman?
Superman? And Damien just gives him this smirk,
Just looks
and
at
then
him, he's-
and then Beast Boy's like, oh man, I really think he has something to take care of Superman.
Yeah, this is good. Beast Boy, he really only showed up in Teen Titans Go, which is geared towards
Well,
children.
he was in the original Teen Titans as
That's
well,
true, too.
and then
Yeah.
he's
Well-
also in Teen Titans Go.
Well, the original Teen Titans was kind of
Lame.
What?
yeah.
Titans.
Well, yeah, I don't remember it being good. Maybe
It wasn't
maybe it's just
amazing.
been a long
It was
time.
it was definitely no Young Justice, that's for sure.
That's for
Yeah.
That's for
Yeah,
yeah.
everything. I base
Young
everything off of Young
Justice,
Justice
please,
now.
Oh, Young Justice
I know.
it was so good. I'm like,
DC,
It was so good.
please,
Why did they
bring it back.
cancel it?
I don't know. It made me
I
mad.
don't even know. It was like their best series.
It was so good.
was
Yeah,
good.
so it looks lots of fun. So I look
Yeah.
forward.
Technically, their best series is Justice League Unlimited, but
True.
So I haven't watched all of that one, but I've seen several episodes.
it's going off of Netflix too.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
coming off Netflix. So record it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? We've talked enough about news. How about let's get into some geeky trivia?
Ooh!
All right. And Ryan is in charge of geeky trivia tonight.
Yes. Are we
I
streaming
know, right?
video?
One-
Yeah,
Are we
we're
video?
streaming,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I just showed
Yeah.
a picture of the words that I
Yeah.
wrote down.
And there's people actually in the chat room. So
Look,
dead.
speed
dead,
round.
Dead.
So
Dead.
hello.
I can
That's-
read it.
Hello, people in the chat room. Please shout out your answers to the questions that Ryan asks. So
All right. We'd like to let me. I didn't number them, so I'm gonna count really quick. Can 1, 2,
It doesn't
3,
matter
4,
how
5,
many
6.
there are.
Yeah, there's about 20, 25. All right, let me get
If it goes too long,
old
we'll
school
do-
pen and paper,
Is there a category for this?
all
comics,
in-
and video games.
comics and video games. All right.
Okie dokie.
Karaoke.
I will listen.
You will listen.
All right.
All right,
Question number 1. Name the sound that Wolverine's claws make.
Shink.
Snicked. No, it's
Who said-
snicked.
Who said
Snicked.
snicked? Yeah,
I did. Of course I did.
yeah, John.
Come on now.
Snicked, not shink. Dang
No,
it.
it's
No.
snicked.
Name the
That's-
sound of Nightcrawler's teleport.
Bamf.
John.
Bamf. Come on.
You got
I didn't say anything.
You're a poof.
You're a poo.
What is Deathstroke's real name?
Slade Wilson.
Oh, I said
Wrong.
wait.
Oh.
No.
It is Wade Wilson.
Oh,
Just kidding. It's Slade.
Yeah.
I was like, we're all like confused. We're like,
Trick
what?
question.
I was like, what?
Who's Wade Wilson?
His
Deadpool.
Deadpool.
well, that's right. Yeah.
Not his brother. It's a totally different.
I
universe.
didn't.
His brother.
His brother.
It's,
You know, that's
His
probably.
brother.
You don't know. They
Hey.
may be distant relatives.
Dude, you're my brother.
all right.
They're-
What year did Bane break Batman's back?
1999.
No.
That's way too early.
Wrong.
Way too late. 95.
No.
90. Wait. I'm gonna say 90. Wait, no. 94. 94.
Well, that's what I.
That's
said,
what Mike
but-
said.
It was 1993 issue 497.
I was.
I was really trying. I was like,
I
okay.
wonder if it came out in the later part of '93. So that's why I was.
Well,
thinking
the comic
94.
was
Oh, it did.
was
So it was
July.
which was set-
Oh, July. Okay, I probably
Well, it
read it
started-
in 2014. So.
It started with Nightfall though, and Nightfall started in like October, didn't it?
Oh.
And then it continued to run until he finally. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, 93. It is.
Who is Billy Batson?
It's Shazam, or
Correct,
Captain
Barry.
Marvel.
Correct,
Oh gosh.
Barry.
No, I was not. That was not coming to mind at all.
How old are the Powerpuff Girls?
Oh, hey, hold on.
No,
can't-
there's.
Oh,
they're
Can you hear?
I can hear.
8?
I can hear now. I didn't hear that.
Barry, how old are the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah,
They're like
8.
they're only like a
No.
couple months
No,
old,
because
aren't they?
no, they're
Three.
They're not 8.
they're in kindergarten, aren't they?
They're not 3.
They don't have an age because
don't-
they were created.
I don't
They
remember.
do
No.
have an age,
Oh,
They don't
not
have an
their
age.
chronological age, but their physical age.
physical age. They are.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
They
It's like,
are 7.
10.
5.
Five.
They're 5.
They're 5.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't.
I was thinking they're in kindergarten. That would be 5. Duh.
Can you name the Powerpuff Girls?
Yes.
Bubbles, Buttercup, and Blossom.
Oh,
John.
man.
Wow.
I was about to start, but then you started. I'm like, go for it.
All right. Who are Zartan's siblings?
Oh my gosh.
Zoltan.
No.
Zartan.
G.I.
Not-
Joe.
Zartan
Yeah.
from G.I. Joe.
I was.
Oh
I'm
my
trying to
gosh.
think.
I know it's a boy girl twin.
It's a
thing.
yeah,
I-
yeah.
remember.
I.
They
it
start
is
with a
boy
Z.
girl-
Yeah, Zola and Zota.
It's Zorana and Xandar.
Xander.
No, I was never gonna come up with that.
Yeah, but I could
Um,
visualize them, but I couldn't think of their names. No way.
What is Zartan's MC? His motorcycle club.
His-
Who is
his
the
what?
leader of?
Oh gosh.
No way.
It was like the manta rays or something like that. The stingrays, the crocodiles, some kind of bayou.
The Dreadnoughts.
The Dreadnoughts.
Okay, well, I was not.
You're
That's
way
not
off.
where I was with that. Yeah.
Samsonite.
Some sort of reptile dreadnought thing.
Who is the leader of G.I. Joe?
Duke.
No.
No.
Flint.
Colonel.
No.
What's
Oh,
his
not
name?
Flint.
Oh, Flint. No.
I thought Duke was the
Colonel
No, Duke is not.
Eagle.
Hawk.
Eagle, isn't it?
Yes. Hawk.
Oh,
I said
General Hawk.
General Hawk.
General Hawk. Oh.
Ugh.
Duke is the field officer in charge. All right. Is Serpentor or Cobra Commander the leader of Cobra?
Cobra
Ooh.
Commander.
Serpentor is like he's the leader because of genetics, but Cobra Commander was the leader, and didn't he like kill Serpentor and then like continued to be the leader? I can't remember.
That I'll give John point for the lore and Michael because he spit it out first. Cobra
Well,
Commander. Hold on. Cuckoo clock.
Cuckoo.
No.
Cuckoo.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Cobra Commander is the leader. Serpentor is the head. And he did try to gain power above Cobra, and they had the Cobra Civil War miniseries. And that's when Cobra
Right.
Commander killed Serpentor. But they brought it back,
Oh,
and now Serpentor.
okay.
Well, when IDW took over from Marvel, they brought Serpentor back, and now Serpentor is the leading member of the Cobra Council who elects a Cobra Commander.
Oh, geez.
Interesting. Politics.
Politics,
So-
even in G.I. Joe.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so in the comics,
Okay.
why does Cobra Commander wear a mask?
Because he's a cobra. He's a snake
Because
guy.
he's-
Multiple choice.
He's a snake guy.
Been deformed
Choice.
by
A, B, or
acid.
C. He is an alien lizard of the Cobra Law people.
No.
B,
that's
to
serpent.
protect his identity, and C, to hide his disfigurement.
He's an alien.
C,
Yeah.
to hide his disfigurement.
In the comics, it is to protect his identity.
Oh.
In the
boo.
cartoons, he is an
That's-
alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say,
he was
yeah.
disfigured in the cartoons.
Cobra, la 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 la.
Oh, see, that's Serpentor that did that.
Yeah, but that's from the movie. Yeah.
Well, he was also from Cobra Law, but the cartoons
Yeah.
are dumb.
What?
They're fun,
What?
but they're dumb. All right.
I know
In
it's half the battle.
World of Warcraft, which race
Uh-oh.
is the shortest?
Gnome.
Gnome.
Are you
Goblin.
sure? Who's shorter, gnome or goblin?
Ooh,
Gnome.
Okay, goblin. Goblins.
All right. It is gnome.
Yeah.
I
Woo.
second guess myself. Ooh.
And Barry gets that one. All right. Which is taller, Worgen or Troll?
Troll.
Trolls.
Very
'Cause Worgans are
troll.
just a little. Well, I said troll
Just-
too.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
But I was quicker.
Okay.
Whatever.
How many classes are there in Heroes of the Storm?
There are 4.
He was actually slow on that too. So, all right, Barry, you win. Name them.
Support, assassin, warrior, and
John, you know what?
Tank.
John.
specialist.
Specialist.
You-
Come on. I was letting you.
Oh.
All right.
Do I get 4 points for that?
No.
Yeah.
Because you should have known it.
And I
'Cause
did
I
know it.
gave John 3 points for the Powerpuff, so you'll get 3 points for saying those. Who is the main protagonist in Uncharted?
Nathan Drake.
Wait,
Very.
protagonist. I was thinking antagonist. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know.
All right. Now we're going to the speed round.
Yeah, speed round.
The speed round is dead or alive.
Okay.
Now, you have to say dead or alive. And if you're wrong, you don't get to guess again.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
All right.
There are 10 characters. Just say
Okay.
dead or alive. Number 1, Ares.
Dead.
Alive.
John, dead.
He's- Wonder Woman killed him.
Oh.
Well, they're both dead. Ares of the DC and Ares of the Marvel are both dead. Sentry killed Marvels, and Wonder Woman killed DC's.
Yep.
All right. Wolverine.
Alive.
Dead.
He is dead.
But Old Man Logan comes back.
No, that's no. In the current continuity, he's currently dead.
But he might be coming back though.
They have a.
He'll come back.
They already
of course.
announced the count. He's alive. They're all alive. They all come
All
back.
right.
Come back. But right now, he's currently dead.
Ant-Man.
Alive.
Alive.
Scott Lang is dead.
Oh.
Scott
Yep.
Lang.
The current Ant-Man is dead. I actually knew one. Oh my gosh.
Captain America.
Alive.
Dead.
Alive.
Oh well.
Barry
yeah,
said
Captain.
alive.
That's true.
He's
Captain.
just old man Captain America.
He's just old.
Although
But he's coming back.
they're already saying that he's going to get his powers back from
He did. He already
the
did.
They
Iron
already
Nail.
announced. They already did it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's coming back.
and
So
he's-
there's going to
he's
be
now-
2 Captain America series.
Yes.
Yeah,
With
and
the
he's,
Falcon and him.
Steve
it's
Rogers
not
is
Falcon,
hell-bent
he's-
after the Illuminati.
Yes.
Yes.
So no, it's going to be
All right.
Captain America. It's not Falcon. He's Captain America now.
Whatever. Shut
How
your face.
about Black Bolt,
Ooh, dead.
the
Dead.
Inhumans? He is dead, John. Black Panther,
Alive.
Alive.
Barry alive.
Come on, Michael. Jump
I'm
in.
gonna listen. I don't know.
Blue Beetle, Ted
Alive.
Kord.
Ted Cord.
Ted
Ted
Kord.
Cord dead.
I'm sure. Is he dead?
You
What?
don't get
I
a
didn't know he
point
was dead.
because you said alive.
I didn't wait.
Dead.
I didn't wait for him to say the name Ted because
You're right.
the current one, he's like a what's his name? Is like a Latino guy, isn't he?
Yeah. What is his name?
Like
Ramirez? No.
something.
I don't know. He's the
Johnny?
one that's hanging out with the gold. What's his name?
Goldfinger.
That's. Wait, no.
Blue Beetle and Gold.
Why can't I think of his name?
Yeah, I can't think of his name. The guy from
He's
the
like.
future.
He's like. Yeah, he's like
Oh,
the
Booster
he's like
Gold.
the-
Booster Gold.
Booster Gold. Yeah.
Namor.
Alive.
Alive.
You guys
He's a member of the Illuminati.
It's
But- people thought he
Oh.
was dead because Black. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear us,
Yeah.
John?
John?
Yeah.
I don't have.
His batteries
Oh,
must have died in his headset.
Sorry. I had
Sorry.
to mute because
Can you
my
hear us
dogs
now?
were being stupid.
I can't.
I was gonna
just
say-
have to turn-
Black Panther stabbed Namor, and it was thought that he was dead, but he wasn't actually dead.
Gotcha.
All right.
Oh.
Zartan.
Dead.
Dead.
Zartan's actually alive. He faked his death.
Ow.
And Thor.
Alive.
Alive.
Thor is dead.
No, he is not. He is
Oh,
alive.
the current Thor, which is a woman because she had cancer and she died of cancer.
She already
No,
died.
it's actually Odin's
she's
son,
not dead.
Thor, is
Oh,
dead.
Oh, Odin's son's Thor's
Odin's
dead?
son. No, he's not.
Oh?
He's
Why?
not dead
Why is he not dead?
because he's just not dead. 'Cause he's like the opposite of dead.
Doesn't
which
he
is
have his own
alive.
comic series right now?
When did he die?
Well, recently, he lost his ability to pick up Mjolnir,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so he's fighting the opposite Thor.
Right.
And if you're bad and evil, you can pick up the opposite Thor's hammer. So if you are unworthy, you can pick up. And so they were fighting. He was fighting Thor. Is Thor with an extra R? Thor. They're really original. And they were fighting, and so they were both picking up the hammer because they were both unworthy. And they're getting to the end of the fight, and they're being all heroic and stuff like that. And it's like a total epic fight. And Thor, Odin's son, is like basically doing all he can to protect humanity from this guy. And he goes to pick up the unholy hammer, and he can't. And
Because
then he
he's
laughs.
because he's protecting.
And then he
Midgard.
laughs and just sits back there and takes the final death blow. Because
Oh.
it shows that
So
he
that's
was
in the.
he was no longer unworthy, which means he is now worthy to pick up Mjolnir, but he got fried.
So that happened in. But didn't that happen in the Secret Wars Thor series? Thor's series?
Yeah.
Is that where it all happened?
Yeah.
But didn't at the end of the Secret Wars, don't they? Well, I guess it's still kind of ongoing, right?
Yeah, they haven't brought him back yet. They will.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's Thor.
All
They,
right.
they bring back everybody.
Okay.
And that's it for
Yay!
Geeky Trivia.
Woo!
Did I score
Ooh.
more than 3 points?
No.
You scored 3 points.
Nice.
Yay!
All right.
So not my category.
Let me calculate this. Ooh. Barry wins.
Yeah! Woo!
By how many?
1.
Ah!
So it was those
Because I couldn't hear.
It was those Heroes of the Storms questions that did it for me.
Yeah, that was it. Basically.
Oh man,
It was a giveaway. I was like, well, Barry doesn't really know comics. I'll give that one to him. I should have put in something
Dude.
80s movie for you, dude.
No.
You would have been
No,
like,
it's just
score.
But you'd be surprised.
Comics aren't. I don't know comics as well.
I was
as you
able
guys.
to answer some of those comic questions.
You did. You got 11, and John got. Oh wait.
Well, I
No, you
might know
got-
who the characters are. I didn't know if they were dead or alive, or like all of them but one. I was like, oh, I know that one.
So one of our chat room members, Aaron, in the chat room, he got 2 right.
Good job, Aaron.
Good job, man.
Hey, he got more than me. That's okay.
So
All right, that's what you get from Ryan. Comic books.
Sweet. I think we should all. I think we should all start doing our own mixed trivia with like stuff from each of our specialties. That way, it's fair for everybody. I think that's a good idea.
I was kind of video game thrown in there for me.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you like the speed round, Alive or Dead?
I did,
It wasn't really a speed round.
but it's still
I was
fun.
trying to give some backstory on it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for listening to The Closet Geek. You can find out all our information on our website, theclosetgeek.net. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review our show on iTunes and Stitcher. And please join us next week. We are the 4 Horsemen of Geek, reminding you to wave your geek flag proudly. You've been listening to a Closet Geek Studios production. For all information about Closet Geek Studios, visit theclosetgeek.net for all your geeky needs, or follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Yay! Thank you, chat room, for joining us. Please join us next week. And